Hey, 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 hey. Happy Tuesday to you. I pray that you are having an amazing start to your day. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. I'm going to give you a few minutes to come on, and as you come on, go ahead and hit the share button, invite someone. I am going to invite a few people myself. If you would just invite someone, hit that share button and let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Yes, yes, yes. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Get them on here. Get your friends, your frenemies, your naysayers, your haters. Go ahead and get them all on. Get them all on here. Get them on, get them on, get them on. Yes, 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 yes. Sometimes you have to just pay stuff no mind and keep it moving. Good morning, Shanti. Good morning, Nikita. Good morning, Nisi. Empowering 8 in the house. Good morning. I pray that you all are having an amazing start to your day. You see what the title of this live feed is, right? If you don't take action, if you don't make a move, nothing ain't going to happen. Nothing is not going to happen. And when just do an inventory over the last 3 months. All the stuff that you said you was going to do, fin do, ought to do, should do, want to do. Good morning, Tamika. Thank you so much for joining. All those things that I just named, and if you didn't do them, guess what? They didn't happen. They did not happen. So when we don't bust a move on our own behalf, nothing happens. Nothing happened. Nobody is coming to give us no life jacket. Nobody's coming to throw a rope out to us. Nobody is putting up a ladder for us. Nobody is passing us no life support to say, I'm going to do this for you. So you're going to have to make up a decision to say that it's all, this right here, this is all on me. Hold on one second. Don't let me have to blow this horn no more. This is all on me. It's all on me. It is all on me. And so when you think about everything that you have to do, all the things that you have to put in, all the stuff that has to be done, all the running around, all everything, it is on you. When it comes down to your dreams and your goals, they are on you. Good morning, Apostle. Thank you so much for joining. Nobody else is going to come and work your vision the way you work your vision. Nobody is going to come and map out the plans for your dreams. Nobody is going to write down your goals. So when you don't make a move, when you do not bust a move, as you like to say, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Now, that little distraction that I just had, I'm going to address this and I'm going to keep it moving. Why you keep doing what you've been asked not to do? See, that don't even make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me. You know you doing what you have been asked not to do, and you think because she's doing this and that, she don't see. You gotta have eyes on both sides of your head, in front of you, or back of you, because that's the way goals go. That's the way dreams go. You can easily get distracted and get off track. And when you get off a track and then you figure, okay, well, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to wait. And the longer you're waiting, the longer you're not making a move, guess what? Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. There is not one thing happening when you're not moving. You can have dreams, goals, and plans, and you don't have nobody that is coming. You do not have anybody that is coming to say, I'm going to pick this slack up for you. Now, you may have some people that will work with you while you're working, but nobody's working on your stuff while you're not working on it. Nobody is desiring for your dreams to come to pass when you still laying down sleep trying to get some more in the dream. You haven't even written out the plans. You haven't written out the goals. But we got to make up in our minds that it's going to be the grit and the grind that we put in towards our goals. It's going to be the early mornings and the late nights that we put in. But we make so many excuses. As I was getting ready this morning, I was thinking about, tears. We cry tears, and that we cry tears for various reasons. Sometimes tears of joy, sometimes tears of sorrow, sometimes tears of excitement, and sometimes tears of fears. But do you know that I said, what? If I'm afraid to do something, I may have to cry. If I am afraid to do something, I may be afraid. I may be fearful. But why not engage or have those same feelings toward doing something that you want to do versus doing something that you don't want? Why not, if you're going to cry and sit somewhere, why not have those same emotions toward what you desire? You want to do something, but you're afraid to do it. If you need to cry while you moving forward and toward your dreams, cry. If you need to cry while you are moving toward and forward your goals, cry. If you need to be afraid, see, we're afraid and we still sitting. Good morning, Anthony. Thank you so much for joining. We are afraid, but we are still sitting. We can be just like Joyce Meyer said. She said, do it afraid. Do it afraid. You may be afraid. You may be scared. It may blow your socks off your feet, but you got to say, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. This is the thing of my dreams. I don't want to continue to do things just to be doing it. Good morning, Anita. Good morning, Kanetta. Thank you so much for joining. You may be afraid to do it, but you say, I got to step out on faith, afraid of not, because I know I'm not doing this thing alone, but I do know when I do nothing is happening on my behalf. I know when I don't take action, nobody is in the background working for me. But God is working for you. But even with him, he said, faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. Thank you for the inspiration and confirmation. You're so welcome. Faith without works is dead. You may not know the next step, but you just got to take the first step. You can even be unsure about the first step. But if you don't take no step, you cannot expect for anything to happen. I know that, when you make decisions and you're unsure of what's on the other side, when we're unsure of the outcome, we're unsure of what we got to put into it, it is frightening. But we cannot let that fear stop us, because as we talked about yesterday, we are afraid of something that is not even real. We are afraid of something that we may not even have to deal with, things that we may not even have to face, stuff that we may never even encounter. So why will we allow something that we don't even know that is real, that we would really have to deal with, stop us? Why would we do that? So ask yourself, what is it that I am allowing to hold me back? Am I allowing the fear to move forward to hinder me from going on? Am I allowing the fear to move forward, hinder me from moving on? You got to make up in your mind that you can do it. And you may not know every step. You may not know the direction. When I get in my car and I have an address in my phone, I don't get scared. I can leave here. And when I left here year before last driving to El Paso, I didn't know how to get to El Paso, but I had my phone and I had confidence that my GPS was going to get me to my destination. And that's the way we have to be with our dreams. We may not know every turn. We may not know every exit. We may not know every highway and every street. We may not know the way for sure. We know where we're trying to go. And with a little help, with a little guidance, with a little direction, with a little support, we'll get there. A lot of us don't have the support that we need because we're afraid to ask for help. Oh, come on now, girl. Some of us are afraid of help. God did not give us the spirit of fear, stepping out on faith. Yes, he didn't. He gave us power, and he gave us love, and he gave us a sound mind. So we know that the fear is not of God, it's of the devil. But we got to know. I was reading yesterday, and I was just reading, but then it was something that stuck out to me. It said, that most people that choke to death, listen to me, listen. Most people that choke to death, it was around people that could help them. And the example that it gave, that most people are sitting at a group that, a lot of times there's been studies where people is sitting at a group. They may be at a dinner party or something, and they're choking, but they're so embarrassed that they're choking. So when people ask them, do they need help? They're telling themselves that they're okay and no, they don't need no help, because they're shamed. And then they will go to another room, and then when it get intensified, that's when they needed help the most. But now they are alone. Did you hear what I said? Now they are alone. When they began to choke the most and they needed air, they have went off into another room, because when they was around people, they were too embarrassed to ask for help. They were ashamed that they was choking, and then they step out to another area and it gets worse, and then they die. How many of us isolate ourselves? Good morning, Bruce. How many of us are choking off life? Oh, come on, Holy Spirit. How many of us are choking off life? We're choking off life. We're overwhelmed with situations and circumstances and things that we say are problems. We are overwhelmed off life. And instead of us sticking around and staying with people, connected with people, instead of us networking with people, instead of us having coaches, mentors, counselors, and therapists and doctors, we will go off to ourselves and try to handle the thing on our own. And when it get worse, we ain't around nobody, and it kill us, it depress us, it stress us. That's what we need to inspire and encourage each other. Sometimes God used people to lift up others. Amen. Shalom. Thank you so much for joining. Did you hear what I said? Sometimes we choke when we are around people that have what we need. Somebody may have knew what to do to help you get out of that situation, but you was embarrassed. Somebody may know what to do to help you feel better about your life, but you feel like if they know what you got going on, if they see you choking, if they see you struggling, that you embarrassed, and so now what you do, you go off to another room. Now what you do, you go off and isolate yourself. Now what you do, you go and you get in a room and you get in a place where you don't want to talk to nobody, and you don't want to be around nobody, and you don't want to be with people, and all these different sorts of types of things. And so the enemy gets you by yourself. He gets you by yourself where you can't breathe. He gets you by yourself. Oh, come on, somebody. You got to know that you need people. You need people even the more when you're going through. That's not the time of isolation. That's not the time for you to separate yourself. That's not the time for you to get by yourself. That's not the time for you to let the weight of the world sit on your shoulders. But if you had some people that's walking with you, if you had some people that was talking with you, if you had some people that was encouraging you, if you had some people that tell you that you can do it, you can go on, you can make it. So remember that when you're not making moves on your behalf, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. When you're not making moves on your behalf, nothing is happening. I'm getting ready to go. But if you don't get nothing else out of what I said, we got to take actions on our own behalf. We got to take action on our own behalf. Stop choking and being embarrassed. Stop being shamed. You're going to have to ask for help. You know you're overwhelmed. Get help. If you need help with your kids, sometimes you need somebody to just watch your kids for an hour for you to get a break. Don't say you can't go nowhere because you got kids. You need to ask for help. Ask somebody to help you with your kids. Ask them, and I'm not talking about what you thinking, you putting it in your mind. You worry about what they gonna say, and when they talk about, because you ask them for help, they always let them talk about what they need to talk about. At least you done got the break that you need to get. Don't get off the subject. We appreciate you. Good morning, Toshiba. Thank you so much for joining. See, some of us, we so prideful, we don't want to ask nobody for no help. So we said, since they know I got these kids, and they know I got this, and they know this, and they know that, and ain't nobody offer me. They ain't got to offer. And if they don't offer, doggone it, you ask. You ask for what you need. And then even if they talk about you, you let them talk, but you be done got the break. You be done got the inspiration. You be done got the reset that you need. But some of us so prideful, they talking about you anyway. So let them talk about you and you got a break. Let them talk about you and you done cleared your head. Let them talk about you and you done freed yourself for a few minutes because you are not overwhelmed with this situation. But we got to get from out this pride and humble ourselves. Humble ourselves. When you're not humble, you're all cocky. You know everything. You're so smart. You're so degreed and you're so certified and educated. You're cocky, but you're suffering. Come on, Juanita. Thank you so much for joining. Anita, thank you so much for joining. You got to put your pride to the side and start busting a move. Open up your mouth and ask people for help. Get the help that you need. Stop choking because you don't want nobody to know all the stuff that you got. Stop lying to yourself to think that you can do everything by yourself. I know it, we didn't have these images. I'm getting ready to get off here. We didn't have these images that life is perfect because you're watching TV, you're watching this mess on social media, but they're not showing you the stuff in the background. Do you know when you see a movie, do you see them when they holler light, cameras, action? You don't see all that. You just see all the different sets put together. So it looks like it's good. You don't know all the retakes that they had to take. You don't know all the stuff when they were stumbling and fumbling over their speeches and when their words wasn't coming out right. They wasn't pronouncing words correctly. You don't know all the background. So stop looking at these pictures on these magazines. Stop looking at this mess on TV. Stop looking at this junk and thinking that that is life. These people have help. They have nanas. They have housekeepers. They have chauffeurs. They can go to these different places because they're not driving. And they don't have the same driver. They may have 2 or 3 different drivers. One that's able to take them this place. And when they go to the next location, they're not doing all this stuff by yourself. So whoever you are admiring, whoever you're looking at, whoever you are following, whoever you thinking that they're doing everything by yourself, they're not 100 in every area of their life. I do all the stuff I do. I'm not a 10. I'm not a 10 in everything. I'm a 7 in some areas. I don't try to cook every day. I let my kids help cook. They may get offended by that. They may feel like they shouldn't be helping cooking, but I feel like you eating it. I can't do everything. I'm not going to be the one trying to get I'm not going to be the one that got to go and make the money. I got to go and spend the money. I got to go to the store. I got to be the one to cook. I'm going to be the one to clean up the dishes, and I'm going to be the one to do this, and I'm going to be the one. I can't be a 10 everywhere. Do you get what I'm saying? So stop thinking that life is perfect and you got some perfect person that's showing you this perfect example that they're able to do all things. Good morning, Camellia. Thank you so much for joining. They're able to do all things because they got this, they're very structured. I'm organized. But there's some stuff in my life that's not organized because I know in order for me to do some things, I'm going to have to put some other stuff to the side. Come on now, somebody. So you got to stop looking at these images. Stop looking at these perfect family, perfect marriages, perfect kids, and perfect businesses, and all this perfect that's not perfect, and it's definitely not done alone. It's done with help. It is done with help. It is done with help. You're looking at these images and you're thinking, how in the world are they able to do all of this with help? Housekeepers. I got help in my, I have help. I have a VA. I have a technical manager. I have graphics team. I don't do everything. I do a lot of stuff, but I don't do everything. You got to have help. So the reason why you're behind because you're thinking, all this self-made and you looking at all this stuff where they done told you DIY, do it yourself. Everything you can't do it for yourself or do it yourself. Some stuff you gonna need some help. So put your pride to the side and stop thinking that people can't do it like you, because you will find that some people can do stuff better than you. Preach, girl. Stop being so wrapped up in yourself that you think can't nobody help you because they can't do it the way you do it. You better sit down somewhere because otherwise you will be exhausted. You will be spread too thin. You will be trying to do too much. Be like when Moses, I think it was Moses' father-in-law. He said, why are all these people coming to you? This stuff ain't gonna last. You gonna be wore out. Get you some doggone leaders that you handle the big stuff, but the little stuff, you let them people handle that. Give some people some room to make some decisions. So this message is for somebody. If you're not moving, nothing is not happening. But don't think all movements that's pertaining to your life have to be done by you. Get some help. Get you some help. That's why you spread too thin, because you're trying to do everything in your business yourself. You're going to have to make some doggone investments. Pay somebody. Get you some intern students to do some of the stuff that you're doing. They will outgrow you, because when their talents is tapped in fully, they're not going to let you keep on paying them nickels and dimes. But while they're learning, baby, use their talent. And you can keep getting them because they keep growing. And then you will keep going without obligations and contracts, but you're trying to do everything by yourself. And you wonder why you're overwhelmed, you wonder why you're tired, and you wonder why you're not getting nowhere, because you're trying to be good at everything and you in turn being good at nothing. That's my word for you today. Make a move. Bust a move. And sometimes your movement is not physical. Sometimes your movement is making a doggone decision. Some of us are weighed in between decisions. You're going to have to make a move, decide, get you some help. Get you a coach, get you a mentor, get you a therapist, get you a counselor, get you some interns, get you somebody that can help you take off that load that you think can't nobody do but you. I bet you somebody else can do it. And some of that stuff I told you, they can do it better than you. I'm getting ready to get out of here. This is your girl, Coach O. If you're new to me, I am the founder of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and get your dreams out of your head into your life. Get some